In a horrifying instant that left everyone in shock, a colossal landslide tore down the mountainside with thunderous force, devouring part of a small village nestled deep in the rugged highlands. What at first seemed like faint, distant rumbling quickly transformed into a living nightmare. Entire slopes gave way, collapsing in terrifying succession, as a roaring mass of rock, mud, and uprooted trees surged downward with unstoppable momentum. In seconds, homes, farmlands, and roads vanished beneath the onslaught. "No, no, no!" Villagers screamed as the disaster unfolded before their eyes. Yet the horror did not stop there. For days beforehand, unrelenting rainfall had already swollen nearby rivers to the very edge of bursting. The sudden landslide only magnified the catastrophe, damming waterways and forcing floodwaters to spill violently into surrounding villages. Streets became rivers, bridges buckled and disintegrated, and entire neighborhoods disappeared under a suffocating mix of water and mud. In the blink of an eye, the peaceful rhythm of village life was destroyed by the dual forces of earth and water. Residents who had just minutes earlier been preparing breakfast or tending their animals were caught off guard, scrambling for survival. Many escaped barefoot, wading desperately through waist-deep waters, while others clung to trees, rooftops, or whatever they could grasp as the rising current swallowed everything in its path. Eyewitnesses recalled the ground trembling violently, followed by an ear-splitting roar as boulders, water, and shattered trees cascaded downward with terrifying speed. Nature's fury was unleashed in full. Are you calm? Applause. Emergency sirens pierced the valleys, their wailing a warning that destruction was far from over. Roads vanished under the floodwaters or lay buried beneath mounds of debris. Dozens of families found themselves trapped and cut off from help. Rescue crews rushed into action, contending with collapsed bridges, falling rock, and dangerous flood currents. Soldiers, firefighters, and determined local volunteers worked shoulder to shoulder, pulling survivors from wreckage and ferrying stranded villagers to safety with inflatable boats. Got enough, someone whispered, exhausted. Applause. Entire houses lay flattened, reduced to splintered wood and rubble. Some were swept completely away, while others remained half buried under suffocating layers of thick, clinging mud. Power lines hung like dead snakes, threatening anyone who ventured too close. Water systems collapsed, leaving families without clean supplies. Communication links were severed, isolating entire communities. With nightfall came deeper fear, forcing people to rely on radios and flashlights to find one another.
你们看那个驾校，那个驾校成那个样子的，一望无际。
Medical tents sprang up on higher ground, offering shelter to the injured, while relief supplies, blankets, food, clean water, were airdropped into the most devastated areas. Music helicopters hovered above, their searchlights cutting through the darkness as emergency crews worked relentlessly around the clock, hoping to find families still missing in remote corners. Environmental experts warned that the saturated ground was dangerously unstable, and that new landslides could erupt without warning. Flash floods also remained a threat. The entire region was placed under high alert, with more heavy rain looming in the forecast. Evacuation orders spread to surrounding villages, and shelters filled quickly with displaced, frightened families. "Let go!" "The table," someone muttered while clutching their belongings, unwilling to lose what little remained.
"我操，收了神通吧！"
车呀，我的天呀！
那车有人就完了。
那个车亮了灯，是不是车上有人呀？
就是有人。
哎呀呵！
Yet even amid the devastation, an extraordinary scene was unfolding. Neighbors lifted one another. Strangers shared food, blankets, and hope in the cold night. Volunteers poured in from distant towns, bringing supplies and joining hands in the monumental task of rebuilding. Messages of solidarity arrived from across the nation, a reminder that no one was truly alone in this disaster. This was not only a landslide, not only a flood. It was both a brutal reminder of nature's overwhelming might and a stirring testament to the resilience of humanity. Amid the mud, sorrow, and ruin, the will to endure, to help, and to rebuild continued to shine with a brilliance stronger than the darkness.